Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I thought I would just give you a little update on where I was with my weight loss and where I was with giving up sugar, because I think the last video I did was when I was either intending on giving up sugar, or I might have given a little update after a week, but I haven't done one for quite some time. So I think I was around about 12 stone 3 or 12 stone 4 something last time. At the moment I am at 11 stone 12, and I seem to have been kind of hanging around the 11 stone 12, sometimes 11 13 for the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's not really budging, but I have to say I'm pretty happy with how things are going. Even though I'm not losing weight, I've pretty much stuck to the giving up sugar. Have I stuck to it? Well, I say I've stuck to it. I've been sticking to it in the week for the most part. There's been several kind of occasions where I've had some sugar, and I've specifically known that I was going to have sugar, and I actually don't mind that because I feel like then I'm in control of it, and that's what I feel like at the moment. I feel like I'm in control of what sugar I'm eating. And going for that first, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks where I didn't have any apart from I think one day when I went to the spa with my friend, just kind of was so good for me to do, and it was so much easier than I thought. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't as hard as I thought. I felt so much better, I had more energy, and even now when I have some sugar, I kind of think, oh, actually, I didn't really enjoy that at all. So I'm really kind of going off sugar. The times that I've had it are, I had a weekend, not this weekend just here, but the one last weekend just was crazy because I had my sister came up to visit and we went out for a Chinese, and I knew that I was going to have some of the ice cream that they have in this Chinese because I just love it. And then what was happening on the Saturday? Saturday I was meeting my mum in York for the day, and so I knew we would be stopping for like coffee and cakes and things, and that I would be having some sugar then. So those were kind of things that were planned in, but it just didn't make me feel very nice. And I'm kind of was looking forward to getting back on the no sugar train, if you like. So I haven't had any sugar from, I started again on the Monday and said, right, okay, that's me starting again. And I've tripped up twice, or not tripped up twice, I tripped up once in the week. I just decided I wanted a Snickers. I just had this hankering for a Snickers bar, and I think that was more probably time of the month. And I had it and I really did enjoy it, but then by the time I got home I could feel the effect of the sugar and I just didn't feel so great. And then the other time is today. I had a Costa, it's called a Costa Creamy Cooler, and it's just like an ice cream drink type thing from Costa, and I just love it, and I really fancied it, and I had it. And I don't feel too bad because what I would normally have on a weekend is one of those plus a cake in the afternoon plus some flapjack, chocolate flapjack for breakfast, you know, a lot of stuff, and I haven't had anything else. So I'm really pleased with how it's going. I haven't been back to the gym. I'm still too embarrassed to go to the gym at this size. I still feel too big and I do need to lose the weight, but until I start exercising and filling in my Fitness Pal, which is what I use online to fill in what I'm eating, then I think it's probably just going to stay around about this 11 stone 12. But like I said, I'm glad that despite eating, you know, a little bit of sugar here and there, I haven't gone back up again, because my normal way of losing weight was I would lose like 3 or 4 pounds in the week, and then I would put on 2 back at the weekend. So overall I would lose 1 to 2 pounds a week, but it would be in that real you know, up and down, like losing loads then putting loads back on again. Now I feel like I'm more like a regular person in that I'm sort of struggling to get past that weight, but I'm not crazily putting any on or crazily losing any. And I know that if I just put my mind to it and then start really recording what I'm eating and exercising, then that will help. I have done a few DVDs here and there, but only little bits of them because I'm feeling very unfit at the moment, and I need to remedy that. I think I've spent a lot of time on YouTube because I'm absolutely loving it at the moment, and it's so hard to kind of decide to do exercise when actually what I want to do with the spare sort of hour or whatever it is I have in the evening, it is about that. I want to do it with something I enjoy, not doing exercise, so it's quite difficult. The other thing is I'm making these sugar-free Snowballs, I call them. I make them at a weekend to last me the week, and I take 4 in the morning to have for my kind of breakfast, I guess. I actually then have a yogurt and some almonds later, but I also take my tablets within my painkillers in the morning. But because I make a big batch of them, they're sitting in the fridge, so I tend to, when I come home, which is when I'm the hungriest actually and waiting for dinner, I tend to snack on them. And although they're sugar-free, they're not like, there's not no calories in them, there's like 70 calories in each, so even if I just eat 4 of those, there's 300 calories. So I think that's where I'm going wrong, that and not exercising, and once I can change that, things will start to look a lot better for me. So I've got a weekend away in October with my husband, and I've kind of got it in my head that I'd really like to buy a nice dress to go out to dinner for our anniversary dinner. So I'm trying to sort of focus on that and see if that will be the motivation enough to get me to lose weight, because obviously I did it for my wedding, and the crazy thing is I am 2 stone heavier than I was at my wedding, which was only a year ago. So it's kind of crazy how the weight can go on. Current kind of diet is I go into work and I have my 4 snowballs that I make, and like I said, they're about 70 calories each, so it's not low calorie, definitely. It depends on the size of them. So probably about 250 calories, that's what I'm having, and I take my tablets with them, and that's all I have until, and that's like at 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Then at about 9 o'clock I will have a plain yogurt. It's the Yeo Valley plain yogurt with a teaspoon of agave nectar in it, and 8 grams of flaked almond, just so that I try to have as much protein as possible to stop me being hungry. Then at lunchtime I'm having something, normally salmon, either salmon and new potatoes, and I have half a salmon fillet and just 100 grams of new potatoes, or I'm having salmon with boiled eggs when I really want to. Like if I know I'm having a bigger calorie dinner, I'll have a higher protein lunch or something like that. And then in the afternoon I have an apple and either a piece of turkey roll or a piece of ham, and I also have a tiny little bit of cheese. I have about 8 grams of cheese, and I have those on a little cracker later in the day, just at any point when I get really hungry. And then in the evening I have my evening meal, and somewhere else I've been tripping up actually is I have been having a little Bacardi and Diet Coke on a few occasions. I do like my Bacardi, and with that I always have a little packet of kind of Marks and Spencer's What's It crisps. That's very naughty. That's got to stop, even from the point of view of the salt, because I've got high blood pressure at the moment. So I really do need to cut that down. And for my dinners, we're being really good with dinners actually, and having quite low carb dinners. So we've been having chicken, a lot of chicken, like cooking it in a bag. You know, you can buy these bags from Lakeland, cooking it in there, putting a little bit of sesame oil in and some herbs and spices like maybe paprika and some pepper and things like that, and having that with a big just mound of stir-fried vegetables, so bean sprouts, peppers, courgettes, corn on the cob, things like that. Really tasty. Parmesan chicken is another thing we do, and I have butternut squash with it, but Kev has peas because he doesn't like butternut squash. Or we'll have beans on toast, because sometimes Kev's going out golfing in the evening, so we want something quick, and that's really quite low calorie. I just have 1 slice of toast with some Flora Proactive butter on it and some of the low sugar, low salt Heinz beans. And that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. So like I said, I'm pretty happy that I'm being fairly healthy. I'm trying to also remember and make my lunches for the weekend so that I'm not being too bad at the weekends, and yeah, it's going pretty well. So that's my little update there. Like I said, I'm not too disappointed in myself. I haven't done brilliantly, but better that I'm going down than up, and hopefully when I come back to you next time I will have lost a bit more, because like I said, I'm kind of stuck at this 11 stone 12 mark. And my goal is about 10 stone 2, so I've got a fair way to go. But if you've got any questions at all, of course, stick them in the comments and I will try and answer any questions you have. I hope you are all doing well with your eating plans, no matter what they are, and I shall speak to you again soon. Bye.